Why, hello there, everybody. It's me, ya boy, Ekid, back today with, of course, more Timberborn. You'll notice that I lied. I said we were going to play some Devil May Cry tonight. We're not. We're playing Timberborn. I'm tired. I'm tired. And this game, so soothing. I love it so much. It's been a very long week, and you know what better way to cap off a week than to continue doing what got me so giddy last night, and that is more automation and beaver expansion. We have plans that I can't stop thinking about, and we should put some of those plans in motion, I think. I think that'll be fun. We finally got our little central hub for transportation set up, so we can start expanding a bit easier with that. And I have some really good ideas for how to keep my rivers full during the drought. And I'd like to try all of those. So let's hop in. Let's take a look. Let's see where we are. Here we are. Here we are. Look at this. Look at our beautiful Beaverland. So I love this platform. It's so cool. It casts a giant shadow. Apparently my camera is the sun. Look at the shadow. It's following my camera. That's strange. Never noticed that before. Holy shit. So like if we really didn't like, well, it's kind of the camera. That's weird. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted. Hello T and hello Kango. So what we're going to do, we have one thing that we can do right this moment. And that's this guy right here. I put in this dam, which I'm pretty sure has just been causing me problems since I put it in, because I was worried about this running all the water out during the drought. So what I can just do is automate with the drought sensor. Actually, bad tide sensor as well. Hang on, that reminds me, I wanted to set up one more relay. So let's do that real quick, because some things I want to happen both during bad tide and drought. So first, let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these little guys. We don't need them. We don't need them. We're going to set up a new relay that we can use to check whether it is either bad tide or drought, and then we can automate certain things based off of that. In fact, most of this stuff will probably switch over to that relay. Okay, perfect. So now let's get a little relay. Can we put it right here? No, but we can put it right there. Go ahead and get this built quickly, and this should be ore, and this could be bad tide sensor or drought sensor. On if any input is on. There we go. And what should we call this? What should we call this? Water control relay? Limited water relay. There we go. I can't type, as you can tell. Limited water relay. All right, and this will be its own blue. Let's do this 0000 FF. And that should just be like a blue once it's built. Oh, is he gonna finish it? No, he's not gonna finish it because he's going to bed. Where are you going? Where are you going over here to get water? Wow. There's water right outside the house. Okay, but then he's flying back home. Okay. Okay, perfect. Where are you going? Oh, you're gonna go get water. You guys need to sleep. You guys need to sleep. Okay, well, we're still figuring out how to best set up these little transport things. Some people, I guess, just don't sleep. And you know what? That's their own god-dang fault, you know? That's their own god-dang fault. Okay. So this guy is built now. So now we have bad tide or drought. So I think all of the things I've set to drought, instead we will set to limited water relay. Because when the bad tide's here, it's technically a bit of a drought as well, because we won't be feeding new water into our system. So we want everything to act. We want these to act a specific way during the drought and during the bad tide. Like, we want this to be open during bad tide, or during anything but the bad tide. And we want this to be mostly closed anytime but the bad tide. But then everything else downwind of it is going to be based off of limited water. Limited water. So that's limited water relay. And then this guy right here, we're going to automate based off that as well. Yeah, reaction speed 100%. Perfect. Okay. So when the relay's off, then it will continue to flow. When it's on, it will not flow at all. So that way I can delete these dams, which I'm pretty sure have just been causing me more headaches. Goodbye. Demolish. Nice knowing you. That's 84 whole logs. I mean, we're not hurting for logs anymore, but that's 84 whole logs. And that also means we can... Are we even... God, we got so much spatter dock. We don't even need to spat it out there. Can I do... Is there another underwater crop? Cattails. Cattails. Okay. We can do cattails. Oh, these guys. Okay. I'm kind of thinking... So let's do this. Let's spatter dock here. And how far do they reach? They reach out to here. So let's put a little mark. Oh, that's because of the path. Let's move this path over one. And then get rid of the other part. Yes. And then we want to plant some cattails as well. Because we got plenty of spatter dock. And I want to make crackers. I want some crackers. We're getting hungry for crackers over here. So right here's where crackers will start. Or cattails will start. And then let's tear up this. About half. About half. Because we got spatter dock up top. So maybe a little more than half. Like that much. Because we got spatter dock up here. We get a little more spatter dock here. And we'll fill that in with cattails. And then we can make crackers. We gotta wait for them to do that first, though. Hello, Logan. Welcome. Tear those up quickly, please. Ah, more flooding. We love to see it. Is 69 VIP? 69 is VIP. It is 69 or 100. Both VIP. So congratulations. You're getting back to where you once were of having multiple VIPs. Before you lost it all. Before you lost it all. What are you doing? Thank you, Logan. Maybe I should set up a VIP counter. That will count for anyone who receives multiple VIPs.
I gave you what you wanted.
You don't give me what I wanted. Hydrate. I could use some water. Alright. We'll worry about turning those into crackers later. For now, we'll just plant. We'll plant the crack tails. This is going to take a while to grow in. Let's do these other things. So I want to make this floodgates. Which means I'm going to have to redo some stuff over here. Can I put... I can. Yeah. Okay. This is kind of a main thoroughfare. So we need to be a bit cautious about how we do this. See, that's kind of their main way of going. Okay, yes. Delete. Delete. Okay, and then we are going to do this and this and this. Build this quickly. Thank you. And then these right here. Perfect. And then we will turn this into floodgates. Oh, yep, T's sleeping. Thank you, bot, for letting us know. Good thing we have plenty of supplies to build all this. We got a little sensor right under the bridge, and it'll still work there, so that's good. I mean, we're not technically cutting off this part because they can just take the zip line down, but this does seem to be a main way they're getting around. T's Animal Crossing, of course. Of course. She can't turn that game off. How many hours do you have in Animal Crossing now, T? It's got to be over 2,000, right? It's got to be pretty damn close to 2,000 at least. If my Switch weren't all the way across the room, I'd grab it and look, T. There we go. Okay. Okay. We might turn up the working hours to get this thing built. How tall is this normally? 66. Okay. So 66... 65. We'll go with 65 is the height for a regular dam. Perfect. Demolish. Yes. Get all of those. Yes. Now we want floodgates. We'll set this to 65. Perfect. Get these all built. As ASAP as possible, please. We've got automation to do. We're going to use these appropriately. Yeah, now it's kind of flooded everything for a minute. All that dumps a lot of water in there. Does this mean this is going off now? No, because our threshold is lower than that. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I want to get all of this downstream stuff set up first, and then we will worry about tearing apart this and rebuilding it anew with brand new technology. Brand new, I say. And potentially a funnel system. So there's one thing I've been thinking about. It's these have a lot of increments that they can go down, right? And if I'm wanting to slowly use up this water reserve based on how much water is in here, then I probably want each floodgate to kind of do its own thing. And I've got, what, 6 floodgates here. And it'll have a maximum of 3-meter height. So I could do half increments, which might work. We might at least start off with that. We can always make it better later. But I could also do like 4th increments, which would require me to like probably start from this end and create like a little funnel that kind of feeds down into here, and make it a bit more like that. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, but this floodgate for now is just going to sit there. We're not automating it yet because this is going to be automated based off of this sensor. He really doesn't, Logan. He really doesn't, because there's definitely not. There's no beaver that owns it. It's just everyone's floodgate. You know, they all maintain it, and they do it for the better of the community. It's a wild idea, I know. Maybe before we do that, we can get our food situated, because this is going to be a big job, and I guess I can actually do multiple things. I've got a lot of builders. We got a lot of people not working right now, which is good. Is there anything here that we could be good building? Yes, so I want this built. Build this. I think we can afford that. 20, 40, 20. Yes, we can. So let's get this thing built real quick. That way we have more plank storage. Excuse me, we'll empty out our plank storage over here into this. This is pine resin, explosives. Pine resin would also be good. So we'll unpause this and get pine resin. God, my throat is all full tonight. I know. The thing is I guess there's technically not an economy. You know, like there's really no money. You know, there's like a warehouse with food in it, and when a beaver gets hungry, they go grab food. And then if they're thirsty, they go get water. And it's just there. It's just there. All the beavers make sure that they're full. You know, there's no need for any silly currency. It's just, you know, it's just nice and quiet. Okay. I think I will work on food first. I said I wanted to blow out this whole area here. And we might still do that. I think that would be useful. We kind of got stuff here. Which means we'd want an entertainment district. I don't know. Maybe my food is fine. We'll do food after we do this water thing. Nice. Okay. So that's done. Empty this out. Get rid of it. Make some room for our industry, please. Excuse me. This is more. And then the pine resin will get emptied as soon as this is built, which it's almost done. So we'll go ahead and just say empty that. They're not going to know what to do with it yet. Look at these little guys. Look at how fast they get over there now. They're just flying along. They're flying along. This is great. I love this game. Love it. Okay, now we can delete this. This is empty. Delete this. And pick everything up over here, please. Okay. What is this? Paper. Do we have money to build this one too? 60, 80? I guess we kind of do. Fuck it. Yeah, let's get our paper moved over there. Let's do it. I should probably unpause it. And then we only have a few food things left behind. After that. And is this explosives? Do we just go ahead and move it all over there? Where's our explosive storage? Do we not have a storage? We're storing 90. Where are we storing the explosives? Boo. Boo. Boot doo doo doo. Ah, in this guy right here. Okay. But we want more explosives. Okay, so unpause this. Build it quickly. We'll empty those out. I keep getting sidetracked, I know, but it's for the greater good. It's for the greater good. And then this guy, we will get everything out of there. And this guy will get everything out. Oops, get everything out of there. And tear both of those down. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down these storages. I guess it kind of makes me... Oh, my goodness, look at them flying through all of this. That's probably not great. We're going to want to open up that new one down here soon enough. What does that cost to build? 200. We got enough planks. We got enough gears. We got enough logs. We might just build that. I mean, we got some of this stuff left, so maybe we'll wait a little bit before we do that, but I think it's almost time to. No, it's not like a company town. That's for sure. If there aren't any rich beavers, which beavers convince the others to invade other beaver colonies for the natural resources? I think it's more like, you know, they would join colonies, like both would decide, hey, sharing our resources is better for both of us, or not, and then they'd go from there. But I mean, there's not really other beaver colonies right now, so. Which I'm hoping, like I said, I've mentioned before on stream, I'd love for there to be like some sort of events or quest system that would allow like roaming beavers to join and things like that. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. All right, get that built. There we go. Now get this fucking thing emptied. Okay, it looks like they still... Okay, let's turn off this overlay. Yeah, I kind of want a thing to land here, but that's fine for now. They're walking a little bit over there. Whatever. They can do that if they want. Okay, this is empty. Beautiful. Okay. Those storages all set. So now we can start filling those things like we've never filled them before. And let's look at this here. How's our water? Water's good. We got one pumper. Let's have a second pumper just to make sure we're pumping water. And then we also want to blow this up at some point, but I'm focusing on this now. Okay, so we need scaffolding. A decent amount of scaffolding. So let's see. How tall is this altogether? A 3 and a 2. Okay. So 3. And this will be a 3 and a 3. Like that. And then a 2. And then some stairs. Alright. And we want that built very quickly, please. Before we destroy things. And then I gotta think about where I'm gonna put the relays and stuff. That will control each of these floodgates we're going to have. So we'll want room for those as well. And I think they block walking. I don't know if beavers can go around them. I think if you're in that sort of mood, Logan, I say go for it. As long as, you know, you're being responsible. Enjoy yourself. Okay, so this main path can be how they reach things. We'll probably need a couple relays per floodgate to check for water level here, as well as... Well, no, because the first one needs to check this, and then each relay after can check the previous relay. And this. Right, so if the other relay... Ooh, but we need like a... We need a timing thing on it. I think we can do that. For now, let's just build one row. Let's go up to 3 here, and then 2 here. Okay. For now, we'll try one relay. We can always make it work otherwise, but I want to get all this built and before I get the floodgates in. Look at our big water over here. While they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and plot out how I want this shit to be blown up. So we can destroy this. What's paused? What's paused? What over here is paused? Oh, it's the thing. It's this underground. Oh, that was confusing. Okay. So this can all go down by 1. This will all go down by 2. And we'll need a different path across. So let's start with here, so we can build a new path across. We don't have bridges yet. We should make bridges. Suspension bridge times 6. How far across is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can do it with 2 6s. Unlock. Yes. Okay. So landscaping, we want trips, we want dubs, we want singles, and we want those quickly. All right, and they're building these. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my goodness. We're only sidetracking ourselves every 10 seconds, but you know what? It's still going well. How's our cattail growth going? About halfway. About halfway. So let's see. Where can we slap in a grindstone? Right here, maybe? Gristmill. Yes. Doesn't quite fit in there. Okay, so let us do this. Wait, there's doors. Okay, there's just a door there. That's fine. Alright. We'll have to redo, like, all of this at some point. Alright, grist mill. Get your booty in there. You're gonna grist cattail flour. Alright. I feel like pre-processed food should go in this area, but the finished food will go into the food area. So, let's do a medium warehouse down here. This will be for cattail flour. And then we'll do 2 small warehouses for the roots themselves. Because we really don't need to save a lot of roots. We just want them turned into flour. Okay. And then over here, we'll just build a medium warehouse for now. Toss it in this corner. This will be for the crackers. Crackers. Okay. And then just do a little pathy wath over here. Perfect. Good enough. And then we'll set up a baker. Maybe over here. Maybe back up against this. Let's unlock this. Set it right here. It doesn't need power, does it? Hang on a second. Does the baker need power? It does not. Perfect. So cattail crackers, prioritized by haulers. And there we go. There we go. So we'll start making crackers once everything's finished. Boop, boop. Let's not prioritize all this. We'll just prioritize the buildings. Okay, there we go. That'll be built as well. We've acquired delicious scotch. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Detonate. 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 Alright, and now we want... Ooh, right, it's actually going to be 5. Because I need... Okay. Shit. Alright, landscaping, 2, 2... Oh wait, no, we don't need all those yet. I just need to unlock the 5. 5. Good thing we've got plenty of science. And we will put 3 high? Yeah, 3. 3. Both of these. Very important. And then... Bloink. Wow, I did my math terribly wrong, didn't I? Hang on. Hold on. Let's think of this. How much space? 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd help if I could use something to count. Here we go. 9 in between. Well, that's less fun. It's much less fun. Okay. So what if instead we do this way then? This is going to be goofy looking. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to do things the way I want to do them. Alright, get rid of those. Quickly, please. And then we'll do the bridges a little differently. Delete this. We'll get a new one in there. Okay. This, and then do a little path. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Okay, and then destroy these paths. The bridge is going to go across there. So we can get a new berry person right here. Get that built. High priority job. Okay, now. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we want. That's what we want. Let's go ahead and get this ship built quickly. This is still being built over here. That's good. And we'll blow all this shit out. We'll put some stairs. Let's go ahead and prepare for that. So we want 3s, 2s. More 2s. Yeah. There we go. And 1s. Beautiful. Oh, actually, let me make sure I'm not going to blow too low. It'd be hilarious if I flooded the area. Okay. Okay, we got room. We got room. We're not flooding anything. Woo! That would have been funny. Flood our new little soon to be scrap collecting area. That would have been hilarious. All right. We're getting stuff built. We're getting things built. And they haven't built any of the cattail stuff yet, but they're still not ready to be harvested anyway. That'll bring up our overall happiness score as well, having another food item. They do love their food varieties. And I remembered to turn my fan towards me earlier tonight so I can have nice, cool air. Building lacks goods. What building? Ah, the chestnuts. Yeah, we need to do something about that. We're not growing enough chestnuts. We are not growing enough chestnuts. We also need to grow some wheat. We'll have that. We might strip out a lot of these carrots for wheat. Because we got a lot of carrots up here. Got so many potatoes. So we might, like, cut this in half and make it half wheat or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Excuse me. We'll figure that out later. What is this? Metal blockers. We do not have a metal block as storage. Does it go in one of these? It do. It do. We did set this stuff up so that we could have space for metal blockers. Metal blocks. I'm not going to prioritize it or anything. They'll build it whenever. Ah, look at our beautiful bridge. Look at this beautiful bridge. You can go ahead and pick these up. Thank you. They should be able to pick it up from the bridge. Oh, very nice. It's going to look a lot nicer once this is blown out and it's like a big open water area there. But the pathways still exist, which is the important part. It doesn't really matter. These paths underground don't matter as much. We're going to delete these stairs and blow out the ground underneath them once they get all this stuff done. Okay, this is done. This is done. So, we'll set up the relays. We're going to need at least one relay per floodgate. So one, there's 6. And then we got room over here for any of our extra relays we might need. So build those, and then once we have relays set up, we will set up our floodgates. Look at our beautiful little industrious beavers building all this cool shit. Alright, so we can blow these. Go ahead and delete this. Pick that shit up if you don't mind. And then we need another 2 right there. I kind of want indicator lights up here. I keep destroying our berry bushes for automation, but we really should like set up a forester and just set up our own berry area, and then we can destroy all this stuff. Do we have any foresters over here that have some space they could plant some berries? No, not really. Maybe we'll set up a more foresting area over here. We might even create our own little river that feeds into this to keep this area a bit more flush. That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. Let's do this. Put this right here. When they get to it, we'll worry about the rest of it. We can fill in this little pond and then have a bunch of space here for more trees and stuff once that fills in with water. But let's see where they're at up here. Get this one sooner than the others, please. Thank you. In fact, get all of these sooner than the others. We'll blow out this little strip first. Really expanding this water storage tank we've got. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. Look at our little point. We haven't really looked at this since we built it. This is our little lookout point here. They can sit down. Let's see the view that they'd have sitting down there. Let's get down. It's sometimes hard to get like a on the ground view. There you go. Look at that. Look. That's kind of the view they'd get. I mean, they'd have more range. It's hard to look up and around. But look at that. We could look out over the beautiful bridge and the beautiful water coming in. All that stuff. This is pretty nice. This is a pretty nice spot for a beaver to hang out. It's a pretty nice spot. Okay. Our wood reserves are starting to shrink a little bit. These trees will be growing in soon enough, I'm sure. Who knows? We'll find out. With time. With time. Okay, I'm afraid to blow up a beaver if I do this. So we're going to do what we did before. No, we're not. We're going to wait until they're sleeping before we blow any of this up. I'm thinking about it. They should actually be building these ones down here first. Get those ones first. We'll get this whole thing filled and then we'll blow it all at once. And that'll be pretty cool to watch. Beautiful work, beavers. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Did you build any of this other stuff? You did. You did. Okay, we're just waiting on ingredients. Cattails. 80. And each one gives us 3. Yeah, I think we'll have plenty. And this will hold 60. I feel like maybe I should just do one of these for the roots. Why not? Why not? Put your cattail roots in here. Get it built. We're gonna move all that shit anyway. What does it even matter? Our batteries are full over here because there's getting plenty of power fed to them all the time because we're good at managing our water with no floods ever or anything like that. It's perfection. We're so good at video games. Okay, how's this coming along? You guys got your... They're doing it. They're doing it. I feel like all the ones not near the edge, they should do... Like, because they're doing it all, those ones anyway. Whatever. Whatever. Do it in whatever order you want. Got 6 unemployed beavers. We got 6 babies getting ready to grow up. I think we're going to build one more house. Should have more than enough food and water to sustain another house. Go ahead and get that built. Pretty please. That's your top priority. And then I think I'm going to open up another builder hut. Down here is fine. I think, kind of. It's a long way to travel. So what we could do... Zipline station. Let's pause real quick. Like that. This one we will pause. This one we won't. We'll connect there. And whenever they get around to building it, they'll build it. Perfect. I'm guessing, yeah, that works. Okay. That way, they don't have to go all the way around from here. They can just connect straight up to here. And then we'll put another builder's hut down here. Get this one done, if you don't mind. And what does this take to build? 20 logs, 40 planks, 20 metal. We've got most of that. Logs we're a bit low on. We need to grow some more logs or find some more logs we can cut. Is there logs near us? Ah, yes. There is logs near us. Let's do... Yeah, because this is going to be temporary. All things are temporary. Let's come over here. Let's do some little stairways. Oop, boop. Skiboop. Shaboop. Skilly doop. Some lumberjacks. Let's get 3 of them. 3 of them. We don't really have the beavers to spare yet, but we will soon enough. Let's get these things built pretty quickly. And tell them to chop down these. Perfect. Hello, Semi. They have yet to approach fast food is the thing. Ooh, we'll get to see our automated bad tide. Automated bad tide. Okay. This one right here. Importante. Okay, they're getting this built. That'll be good. I feel like now that I've put these guys down, I already want to pause it. Just so we have some free beavers to work up here. Until some of our babies grow up. Maybe we'll add one more house as well. Let's do that. It's not that rapid of expansion, adding 2 big houses. Okay. Perfect. Now we can delete this. We can put a 2 right here. Get that in, and then we'll blow all that out and add it to our water storage. Preferably before the bad tide comes. They have a few recreational facilities at the moment. Not as many as they will in the future. They've got like these campfires they can hang around at. I will have some rooftop terraces they can do stuff. They've got nice little chill centers like down here. Little places they can hang out, and they got some nice ones that are up in the sky over here. They got ones over here. But they've got some recreational stuff I want to unlock, like a dance hall. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Okay, is this getting built? Hurry up and build it. Get your booties over here. Build this thing. Yeah, a bit of a journey over here, sadly. Well, why'd you build those first? Build this first, you jerks. It's rude. Just rude, these beavers. Rude, these beavers. There we go. Here's someone coming. Here's someone coming to build my TNT. 'Cause I'm TNT. I'm dynamite. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why didn't you finish it? There we go. Someone's finishing. All right. Let's do a pause, and let's blow all this out at the same time. We're going to go from all the corners. All right, you guys ready for the next installment of water storage? Woo! Hell yeah, it auto-saved because it was so cool. There we go. 30 long streak. Hell yeah. Yeah, we are both pretty surprised. Look at this, though. Look at now. We've expanded our water storage a bit more. We've got a beautiful barrage across. We like our barrages. Ooh, finally, a reason. A reason. We have a reason. Where's the gates? Where's the gates? Gate, 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 gate. Okay. So let's do this. Delete this. Then a gate. Okay. Can I automate this? Bad tide sensor. Closed, yes. I think that's what we want. And then same for this way. A gate. That way they won't walk through the bad tide. Okay, automate. Bad tide. Sensor. Closed. Okay. Alright, let's get these things built. Alright, we got more woodcutters. We got more wood over here, which is good. Bad tide, we got still 2 days, so no big rush. No big rush to get things done. But I just realized they might walk through the bad water, which isn't good. 5 injured beavers. Good thing we've got a large hospital area for our beavers. Look at this. Look at this. There's a bunch of hospital beds that are free to stay in and get healed in. They got a bunch of free teeth grindstones for when their teeth get a little broken. Because beaver teeth continually grow, if you guys don't know that. Beaver teeth are always growing teeth. And when they gnaw wood and stuff, it helps shorten them. But I think they also will gnaw stones to keep their teeth both short and sharp. So that's why we have things like that. Ah! Oh, what was that? Is this built? Ah, they built... Oh, my goodness. They didn't build it. It's right here. This is the one I was looking at. How far along are they? They need logs. But we're working on logs. We're working on logs. Most of your day's obligations are done by evening, obviously. That's fair. That's fair. Mine as well, Semi. Mine as well. They have level 1 draws. Yeah, they have... I'm assuming level 1 is the best, because that's what they have. They have the best. Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Alright, so this should be open, right? Ooh, no. Okay, hang on. Open. I see. So we actually want an inverted sensor. Want an inverted sensor for this. Or can we go based off the relay? No. So I think they're working in reverse at the moment. Yeah, they're working in reverse. So I want another way. Hang on. Let's get our relay. Let's add another one here. Bad tide gates. Name this one. Okay. We will make it rod. We'll put not bad tide sensor. Okay, and then this should be bad tide gates. Bad tide gates. And I think that will do it. I'll have to wait for it to be built, but we'll see. But yes, they for sure have the best trauma centers. Thinking of building up these levees right here. Or at least this right here. I don't know, we'll see. We don't really get much flooding over there. would just be nice. Okay, get that sensor built. There we go. Maybe we'll have this as white. There we go. So when that's on, and beavers can see from all around, the gates are open. And then, I'm not going to flip the switch because it'll do everything. We'll wait for it to automatically do it. And then those gates should close when there is a batad. Colds are level 4 trauma. You love that after finally getting over the last cold the kiddo brought home, you've now got another one a week later. I mean, that's kind of what kids are really good at, is making their parents sick, you know. Okay, we're making more wood. We're making more wood. That's what we want. It's kind of a long journey. I wouldn't mind building another station here to make the journey faster. That's a little expensive to do. We do have this one built now, though, which is nice. But I don't think we're going to build another one at the moment. 20 wood, 40 planks, 20 metal. I mean, we could afford it, technically. Fuck it. Fuck it. Forget about it. They'll build it eventually. Okay, this is starting to get low. So we are definitely going to have to build our underground one soon. If we want more scrap, which we've got a lot of scrap, so it's not like we'll be running out anytime soon. But we'll need to think about that underground one. Okay, so these sensors are all built. They're not doing anything at the moment. But we have our relays. So probably after the bad tide, excuse me, we will start building our floodgates here. And this will give us an opportunity to make sure that all of our automation is working correctly. During said bad tide, all of my floodgates should act as though it is a drought. Did they build these? They did build these. Look at that. Okay. And then we are going to put some dams here. Put in the dams. Get those built. Path across. And then let's get us some more dynamite. Perfect. Okay. Why is this all flooded? What's going on here? What's going on? Why is there sudden flooding? It's just okay, it's just one of the regular floods that happens. Okay. I thought like something had happened. Do we have cattail? We have cattail crackers now. Yay! Hell yeah, we're making the crackers. It's all just happening in the past. In the past? Whilst I wasn't looking. That's what it was happening whilst I wasn't looking. Alright, bad tide's approaching. I can't wait. This is our first time getting to see the bad tide. I'm going to save real quick, just in case. Just in case I've done something wrong. We'll save. I do kind of actually want to make it an hour early. I think I do want to make it an hour early. That way we can make sure if there's any water gushing over, it's had a chance to subside. So at 0.1, we should see these guys flip. Oh, the excitement. Building unstaffed, how dare you? We'll worry about that later. We got a bad tide to watch. At least we got some extra wood over here. That's really going to help. 68. Oh, one away, Kango, one away. 68. So close. It's already been an hour we've been playing with our beavers. My goodness, this game just makes time disappear for me. Oh, it's time for... Oh, yeah. Oh, the sweet, delicious, unsponsored, but should be sponsored taste of Dr. Pepper. Maybe one day. Wouldn't that be great? Have a little Dr. Pepper symbol on my stream, sponsored by Dr. Pepper. I'd be down. That was Logan. Okay, here we go. Here we go, we're getting close. We should see these guys flip. There should be a light that flips on.
I
I
gave you
gave you what you wanted. But you don't give me what I wanted. What are we hydrating with, Logan? Another sip. Oh my goodness. How kind of you. Delightful. Delightful. Okay, it's an hour. It's an hour. You're not flipping. Activate early, bad tide. 1 hour. Maybe I was wrong about how long an hour is? Okay, well, it did flip over. An hour early. Okay, good. It did do it. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I made these gates wider so they should easily be able to handle any influx of water so we don't get like a splash over. Oh, that is a screenshot right there. That's a screenshot. Oh my goodness, I love it. And you'll notice the gates also closed. So those gates closed. The relay's turned on. This relay, our second relay we set up, the limited water, is now on, which means this should be closed. It is. Beautiful. This, I did not do that with yet, but that's fine. This should be closed. Perfect. Fantastic. And we will blow these once the bad tide ends. So what is this at? Woo! Woo! Yeah, I think we need to make sure that this closes as well when the bad tide hits, which will be part of our overall automation. So let's just real quick dump a little bit of extra water in. Because we're only going for a day and a half. It's not that long. We can toss in a bit of water. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love our little chambered system we've got. This is so cool. So cool. And the automation is going to make it all better. We got all these here that we will be setting up on our floodgates when we have them. I guess actually now's not a bad time to start doing the floodgates. So let's do it. Let's do it. Actually, no. I don't think we have the wood for it. Yeah, because these take 30 logs per. So we'll take some time to build up our wood. Which we're kind of rinsing through because we're making... So we expanded our storage for planks and gears. So they're now trying to fill those. So they're using up a lot more logs. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Let's get this stuff able to be placed. We can blow this. And then let us get this. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. There we go. And they'll be able to place all these. Get down, get down, get down, get down tonight. Oh, look at our beautiful little transport hub. I love it. Our transport hub. Oh. So now I'm worried, actually. I'm worried that when the bad tide ends, because I want to make sure... Okay, hold on. We've got time. We've got a whole day to do this. So, let us set up contamination sensor. We almost done did this. I don't think so. I might have, like, in passing and not realized it, Semi. Okay, bad tide sensor. 0%. We want it less than 1%. Right? Measurement greater than, no. Less than 1%. Okay. Build this quickly so we can make sure how it works real quick. I just realized that we need a bit more complicated sensor setup here to make sure that the floodgates don't actually open again until the contaminated water is gone. Otherwise, we were literally just about to flood our main water source with bad water, which wouldn't be too terrible. It'd be such a low concentration in the end that it wouldn't matter too much. But it would still just make me miffed. It would make me miffed. You have once in Galena, Illinois. At the time, I didn't think they were still a thing. They are still a thing. Well, now we know. Now we know. So we have to think about how to set this up. Hey, you should average well-being of 2020. My beavers are happy. Okay, hurry up and build that, please, because we're going to need to build another relay as well. Yes, I could build it, like, literally anywhere. Okay. So now this relay is... And... Pass through. No, we want not. We might need another relay. Huh. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We want to put these guys, just these two, on the correct relay. And the bad tide relay is for the switch, which we don't need. Actually, we could repurpose this. We can repurpose this one. Kind of. We can't repurpose it right now because it's currently a bad tide. So let's get this one built quickly. It's one plank and gear. See if we can get all this done before the bad tide ends. Otherwise, we're going to have to turn off the automation on these and do it manually. Then again, I've got this switch. So I can actually... You know what? Hang on. Pretty sure... Nope. It was close. That was close. I thought this would work... Oh, if only one is on. Okay. It's an XOR, not an OR. Okay. Which is another issue. So... Or... If any input is on. So if I do this... There we go. Okay, so now they're locked, period. So I can fool around with stuff. Okay, so... I kind of want this to be negative, though. So above. Okay, so we want this on when there is bad water. That's what we want. This one is our bad tide sensor. Not bad tide sensor. What is this? What am I using this for? Oh, this is the gates. Okay, that's the gates. Perfect. I forgot about that. In which case, actually, we might make this the bad tide sensor. So this one is... This one's not bad tide sensor. Not bad tide sensor. And then we can repurpose... Okay, perfect. We can repurpose this one. So we have these two relays and this. Okay, so... for these to be closed, we want this to be an OR. If any input is on, we want it closed. So bad tide sensor or contamination sensor. If either of those are on, then the gates are closed. Oh, I may not have needed this extra one. Wait, this is the gates. This is supposed to be the gates. Okay, that's because I need to rename it. Hang on. Oh my god, we're falling down a rabbit hole of bad development practices. Bad tide. Gates. Okay. This one is bad tide relay. This one is just temp. Okay, contamination sensor 1 will go ahead and make this main contamination sensor. Okay. Oh, it doesn't fit. Let's make this main bad tide. Dad tide? Hell yeah. Alright, main bad tide sensor. There we go. Can you name one of the gates? Can I name the gates? I can't name the gates. I can't, but we can name the bad tide gates relay if you'd like. Give me a name, and I will rename this relay. Okay. So this relay. So this is our fallback. This is our manual relay, so that we can easily turn on and off the gates. So we want this one. And then this will be based off. These are based off the relay. Okay. And we actually want this to be based off of not this. We want it based off of temp. No, I think naming that a sensor is fine. We should use relays for these relays. Okay, so this will be bad tide floodgate relay. Okay. Okay. T is sleeping. Name the relay that. If it will fit, because I'm going to keep it named bad tide gates. T is sleeping. There we go. You'll know in your heart that it says T is sleeping. That's as much text as we can fit in there. Okay, so let's see here. We got this one. This is our main bad tide sensor. We're going to color this red, just like the rest of them. Okay. It is on because there is more than 1% contamination. Let's make it 0. More than 0% contamination. So we want this to read 0 before it opens our gates. Okay. And then this one is saying either the main bad tide sensor or... Can I fit season in here? Season? Yeah, there we go. That'll make it less confusing for me. We'll do the same for this one. Season. Okay. Okay. And we're going to name this one Bad Tide. Manual Override. Manuel. Okay, that's a little less confusing now. A little less, I'm just confusing myself with all these things. Okay. Okay, so this is the bad tide relay. This one checks if either of those are flipped. But we actually want the second one to be based off of the floodgate relay. So this will be bad tide floodgate relay. Right? And then these are still based off the bad tide relay. Or maybe I should do that backwards. Maybe I should do these the other way around, because this one's called... Or I can just rename them. I can just rename them. Yeah. We'll name this one. We'll just, for the sake, we'll put F, so that we don't have two named the same thing at any point. This will just be the bad tide relay. Okay, and then this will be the bad tide floodgate relay. Okay, perfect. Now this relay is checking. If it's either bad tide season or it detects contamination, then it is on. Okay, and then this one is checking if either the manual override switch is on or this bad tide relay is on. The gates will be closed, and then these are based on those. So if I turn this off, we're fine. Cool. Perfect. Okay, and then let's save, just in case. We should see, once the bad tide season ends, this will flip off. These will stay on. And then as soon as the water is not contaminated anymore, or at least this amount of water isn't contaminated anymore, which should be good because there might still be a little here, but that won't enter our water system. As long as whatever water is here is fine. So let's go ahead and super fast forward until we're close to bad tide season ending. What are they building over there? They built the house. Looks like they got everything else built that they need to build. Oh, they got this built. Nice. Okay, faster going around. This is getting pretty low. Our wood is also not doing great. We got people without jabs. It's okay. We got 28 babies. Soon enough we'll have enough jobs. Okay. Now let's see if this automation is working. And this one should just be based off of the bad tide season sensor. Oh, actually, we should set this one off of the floodgates. Yeah. Yeah, because if the floodgates are closed or are set to bad tides, then they shouldn't be walking across at all. So then the gates. Oh, hang on. Why are these open? They shouldn't be. Oh shit! I did the wrong thing. Oh, that's right. Oh, this is because it's baits. It's gates. Gates. I didn't switch it over. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Now those gates are closed. Hopefully no one got sick. Even though I kind of want them to get sick at some point, so I can heal them up for the achievement. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's watch. Let's watch. Make sure this is all. Yes, watch for Augustus Gloop. He'll be sliding along here sometime. I'll have my finger on the manual override just in case. Perfect. Bad tide ended, but we've still got bad water. Okay. And now this water's coming along. It's washing it out. It's washing it out. Oh, God. We are so good at video games, guys. We're so good at video games. How are we so damn good? Look at that. Look at all that automation we just did. Look at all. We did it in a day, too. We had one day to make sure everything was right. One day. And we done did it. We done did it. Gosh. I'm a pro gamer and a genius. It's true. It's true. Absolutely true. I kind of wish now that I'd put this sensor right here instead, but it looks like it didn't matter because the water was rushing fast enough that it was still good. So, of course, we've got our overfill is still going well there. Oh, yes. Bad tides, I can now forget you exist. I can forget you exist. And now we can work on our beautiful drought keeping the rivers full of water system. Oh shit. It's dried out a little bit. You wanna hurry up and there we go. I suppose we can actually already do that. So this is checking that. So this automate based on the middle river gauge. Okay. When it is on, we want you to open to 20. When it's off, 65. So now, if it mattered, it would have. But you know, we've already got that set up. Okay, so that one's good. That one's good. That should be fine from now on. I will dump water in here as soon as it gets low. Which means I actually should probably move that sensor down here. Because right here, it's a little iffy. It's a little iffy. Okay, so middle river gauge. Let's just go ahead and just copy that out. Because my brain will forget my naming conventions. I'm going to go ahead and delete this guy. Yes. Okay. And instead, we will put it right at the very end of the river. Automation. Depth sensor. Oh, we can't build it there because there's a plant there. Okay. Get rid of that plant, please. We don't need it. We don't need it. Guys, until you destroy that plant, 24-hour working days. Get rid of the plant. We don't want it. We don't want to get rid of the plant. Get rid of the plant. You sons of bitches. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Back to regular working hours, guys. Back to regular working hours. Great job. Great job. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. All right, depth sensor. We can put right there now. And the threshold will be 20. Might want it to be lower than that. Let's set it to 10. Because it should rarely get to 10 when things are going poorly. And we want it less than. I need this thing built so I can make sure. Boop. And we won't automate that yet because we gotta wait until this is built so we can play with it a little bit. Yeah, that's not very close at all. It's not very close at all, Logan. In fact, it's the opposite of close. It's pretty far away. It's like almost exactly the opposite of what you'd want. Okay, come on. Get it built. Get those gears and that scrap metal in. And this should be less than, yeah. Okay, perfect. It is off. So now we can automate based off of middle river gauge. I'm thinking, guys, we're about to really upset these naming conventions at some point so that they can all be next to each other. I think I'm at least going to do that with my floodgates over here. Okay. So now this guy should pop open if this water gets too low. Beautiful. That's what we want. So now we need an array of floodgates to help make sure that this river always stays full. Depends, are your lips numb or are your lips a little tingly? That's the question. Alright guys, I hope you're ready to see a really big flood because I'm about to cause one. Boink. Oh, we're going to get so much wood out of this too? Hell yeah, which is good because we're going to need it. Alright guys, it's flooding time.
How much was it? How much was it?
Oh, beautiful. That's
So you're not
amazing.
gonna tell me how much was it?
You gifted
I don't
a
believe
sub
you.
to the bot.
How are they gonna give you something like that?
They gave it to me like, hey.
Oh, hilarious. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it. All right. We might see some flooding here. I see a bunch of flooding? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we're good. All right, let's let them pick up all the stuff first, and then we will build our floodgate system. Hilarious. Hilarious. What's funny is that still does technically count. That was the most bot you've seen. That was like a, yeah, that was a bot. You're supposed to decide, Semi, if Logan should have another glass of whiskey. You know what? Surprisingly, there wasn't a big massive flood. There was not a big massive flood. Kind of want to... We're going to do 20-hour working days for them to build these floodgates. We won't do 24-hour, but we'll do 20 hours. They're working through this wood. Let us build our path up this way. Can they reach all the way around? Am I telling the cut all the way? I am. Okay. So now, wood. Yes. Okay. Get these 3 built, and then we'll destroy the other 3. Have they picked all this stuff up yet? No, not even close. I mean, there was a lot of resources for them to gather there. Fortunately, if they get thirsty, they're right by the water pumps. Wee beastie. Wee beastie. I'm having a nice, I don't know, how long does it take for them to put Dr. Pepper into a can and then get it to you? I'm having a nice, I don't know, 2-week-old can of Dr. Pepper, maybe. Maybe it was, I don't know how long they sit on the shelves. Let's say a month. Aged in its aluminum enclosure for a month to perfection. Can of Dr. Pepper. That actually makes it sound much more gross, saying it that way. But I've said what I said, and I meant what I meant. Aged to perfection. Alright, get these things built. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now they can cut down all those trees, which is good. We're going to need the wood. I'm surprised I didn't cause a big massive flood. I might have caused some flooding down here that I didn't pay attention to. But I'm surprised I didn't. Let's start naming these relays while they're doing that. Okay. We want... This is to keep the river water. So, river water, floodgate, relay, 1. Okay. This one, 2. This one, 3. This one, 4. This one, 5. And this one, 6. And now look, they're all together. Look at that. I should ascribe some naming conventions to all of these. So let's do that real quick. Because this is just top river grades. So we're going to do river water. River 1. All right. Top river gauge. Perfect. And then this one. Not the whole thing. 2. Oh, it's too long. Gua. It's too So let's do mid river. Gauge. Beautiful. All right, it auto-saved. Thank you. And this will be Top River. Just to follow the naming conventions. Beautiful. So now in our little list... RW, look at that. Naming conventions. I should do that with all my bad tide ones as well at some point. Okay, did I get all this cleaned up yet? Almost. Almost. We're getting there. We're getting there. Not sure 5 years is old enough for a scotch. Flavor profile sounds good, if they aren't lying. Definitely put some hair in your chest. Clearly, any hair on one's chest to better emulate streamer is a good thing. I do have a very hairy chest. That's true. That is true. Okay, levies. Shoink. Shabloink. Triple floodgates. Shabloigan. Beautiful. Guys, this is your life now. It's not the highest priority, so that I can still build other things quickly if I need to, but it is most priority. And we're doing longer work days until it's done. Hope you guys understand this is for everyone's betterment. It'll be hard work, but it'll be worth it. Do these take logs? Gears and planks. How many of the... Oh, hell yeah. Let's get all these fucking gravity batteries up. We got more than enough supplies for it. Excuse me. Okay, but, however, he says to himself, we actually kind of need this. 200. 2K. Woo. Woo. Okay, we got enough. We've got almost enough treated planks. We've got enough gears. We don't quite have enough logs. I'm unpausing this. So that we can get it up. That's what she said. We are unpausing this, and this needs to go up quickly. And then we are putting a zipline station down here that we will connect to this one. Too far. That's fine. That's fine. We'll put another one of these, like they'll be right next to each other, because that'll be really cool. Build that quickly. Connect there. Connect. There. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Build these fast. Build these fast. All 3 of these things. Because we're going to need scrap. I mean, we're not hurting for scrap. We got a lot of scrap, but planning ahead. Let's rinse our resources yet again. Gonna take this into second class. Good. Neat or rocks, though? I don't think you guys would like my answer to that question. So, we'll just let Logan give his preference. Why are they cutting down these guys? Huh. Who knows? However, let us put some stirs down there. They'll build it eventually. I don't really care how soon they build these stairs. And we'll tell them to cut down these trees as well. All right. I tried that actually. I used to drink a decent amount of Crown, which, you know, is not... It's really not the best, but you know what it is. It's cheap. So... I used to have Crown very often. And that's pretty good mixed with Coke or Pepsi. Same difference, kind of. Tastes pretty much the same. It's not good when mixed with Dr. Pepper. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Crown Royal. It tasted awful. I felt like I wasted a 2 liter of Dr. Pepper as well as a handle of Crown Royal. So I ended up just not... Like, I mixed like a big glass of it because it was back when I still enjoyed Star Wars, and it was Star Wars Day, and a friend of mine binge watched all the movies. So I took like a big glass, filled it like a fourth with Crown, filled it the rest of the way with Dr. Pepper, and I ended up drinking the whole thing. I was not happy with it, but I did it. Uh, and it felt like a waste of both of them. There we go. Okay, now they got a way to get down there. Perfect. Perfect. Now we just need this thing to get built. It's probably going to take a while to get built. But it's not the worst thing ever. And honestly, I can probably destroy this guy. Once this is gone. This is almost gone. As a youngster, you remember when Crown was considered fancy. I mean, the best thing about Crown is the really cool dice bag you get when you buy a bottle of Crown. I've still got maybe 4 of them, because I've got a lot of dice. But dude, like, it's a cool looking purple bag. It's like it got a little drawstring on it. Like, it makes a nice little dice bag. So I've got a bunch of those. I think I've still got a couple that actually aren't in use as well. So a lot of Crown dice bags. Dad used to drink a lot of shots. Normally it's Regal apple, sometimes vanilla. I don't think I tried anything other than just the regular Crown. Flavored liquors usually taste kind of weird to me, so. I am worried a bit that we might see some flooding when these floodgates are built, but, I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Synchronize. 265, okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when it comes to the flooding in this area. We might need to build up some walls or something. You also used to have Crown Royal dice bags, but then you got a chainmail dice bag. Ooh, that is pretty badass. It's pretty badass. Oh, look at that. Our sources dwindling there at the ruins. How is this going down here? They're not even building it yet. They're not even attempting. I don't think I have any other... Oh, well, this is our biggest build job. That's why, right? That's fine. I want to make sure all of my resources can go into this first before I waste them on this mine. Because we do still have plenty of scrap. We've got 473 scrap. So we're not hurting for it. $13 scrap left here. Man, we've got a lot of scrap though, and I'm pretty sure these guys down here are infinite. I can't click on the thing beneath it. Hang on. Yeah. Underground depth infinite. So these underground ruins is an infinite source of scrap. It'll take treated planks to make. But we're doing pretty good on making treated planks, so shouldn't be too bad. And it's how many treated planks? I don't think it tells me there. It'll tell me in here. 1 treated plank every roughly 2 hours. Okay, so we'll need to make sure we can make that much. I think we can. Develop nuclear power for the beavers? I don't think so. They do have these, geothermal power, but each one only generates like 400 horsepower. So over here would just be 800, which then I'd have to like bring it back here to my main place. Like if I had a colony over here, that makes sense. But as it stands, it's kind of useless to me. Because I mean, from these guys, each one of these generates between like 150 and 200 on average, I think. What's the maximum on it? Yeah, the maximum is 270. And as you can see, I'm off of these and some windmills that aren't even running. I'm generating like 2,000 horsepower almost. So it's like, it doesn't even, it just doesn't matter. Like and I'm going to scale this up even more when I make this river always running year round. So like, there's just not going to be any point to it. I can't believe T slept through my whole Bad Tide Gates revision. She missed the whole thing because she was asleep. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just rude. It's just rude. I do want to think about how I want to do this, though. Do I have this unlocked? I do not. The Badwater Dome. Let's go ahead and unlock it. And let's place one there. And we can make it always open. Okay. And then we can put another dome on this one. Where does this flow out? Okay, this flows under, so we would want to... Yeah, we want 2 domes. Or... No, we can have 2 domes. While they're over there building, we'll plan for the future. Put a dome on this one. This one will be closed. And then we'll want levees. And levees. That way the water only goes this way from here. Beautiful. We got it planned. We'll just have to get beavers over there. Oh, our scrap. It's almost out. We've almost finished off this scrap. I'm so happy. Honestly, I'm happy that we finished off 2 whole sets of scrap. Now, how am I going to do this? These are all going to work independently of each other. And this first one's the one that's going to matter. So let's do that. Let's set up this one. We'll automate it based on Floodgate Relay 1. 265. Two. Okay. And we want this not top river gauge to be on. Right? So when this is not on, then this is 265. When it is on, this will drop down to 2. Yes. Perfect. Oh, this will actually... I think this will be a lot easier to automate than I thought. Excuse me. Okay, so this one will be based on this one. Maybe. Okay, actually, we don't want to synchronize all of these. No synchronize. No synchronize. No synchronize. Oh, gods. Oh, gods. None. None. Set this up to 265. I didn't set this up correctly before starting. 265. Okay. This one. None. 265. Oh, gods. There's probably like some awkwardness going on down here. None. 265. Okay. None. 265. Okay, and then this one. Okay. This one's based off Floodgate Relay 1. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're doing fine. We're fine. I'm wondering if this needs to be... No, I think that's fine where it is, actually. That's fine there. And we are going to make this as well 15. Did we do 15 on this one? Because I want 15 instead of 10. Yeah, we're going to do 15. There we go. Okay. And hopefully they won't be flipping on and off all the time. All right. Perfect. Or maybe we should let's reverse it. Let's reverse it. Let's pause, make this 265. Make this 2. And then this will be pass through top river gauge. That way, because I want all the lights to be off. Ideally. The lights will turn on sequentially as each one is opened until all of them are on. So that'll be good. Okay, and then this one and will be based off of relay 1 and top river gauge. Right? So if this one is on and then this turns on, because that means that this will have dumped its water, then this one will dump its water. So now we can automate this to relay 2. And when it is on, we will set this to... because this one will be at 2. So this one to 165. Actually, we might be able to more fine-tune this than I thought. To really rinse through our... to really withhold our water as much as possible. That'll be 165, and this will be at 1. This will be at 65, this will be at 0. So we actually potentially don't actually need this last floodgate. Unless we do this a little differently. So we'll make this... No, because that's actually good.
I gave you.
That's actually
I
good.
gave you what you wanted.
Yeah, ELL is the chest ranking number as far as I know. What are we hydrating with, Logan?
Give me what I wanted.
Dr. Pepper and Royal mix. Can do. Here we go. I'm sipping them both at once. Delicious. I still have Crown on hand always. Always have Crown on hand. Okay, and then this one we can do and again and relay 2 with top river gauge. All right, and this will be automated with relay 3. And this one will be 1. Maybe we can go by 50s instead. Oh, that's fine. 1. Okay. So we've got this one set up. Okay, and then this one. And relay 3. And top river gauge. Okay. That's relay 4. So automate with relay 4. And when it's on, set this to 65. Okay. And then this last one, I guess we don't need really. We don't really need this one. So we could probably delete this relay, but let's set up the relays here. Because this one's going to be and relay 4 and top river gauge. That one is on. Then automate based on relay 5 all the way open. All right, we'll have to wait for a drought to see if this works. Imagine, Logan. I don't even drink anymore. And this one will be our alert. This will be our alert. So we'll do and relay 5, top river gauge. The color of this will be red. We may as well connect it to this, just because it's on. We'll open it all the way up. And then we'll make, hang on. Oh, this will be cool. This will be something we end up never hearing almost. So it'll be a fun little thing to have. So let's get this. Let's go ahead. We want this build quickly, please. And on top of it, we are going to put, not a speaker, indicator. Oh, we could do 2 things. We could do 2 things. Hang on. Doink. Doink. High priority. We will put an indicator. Yes, unlock it. Automate based on relay 6. Show warning when switch on. River is dry. Okay. Pinned when on. Replicate input color. Motherfucker. Replicate input color. So it'll be red based on this. And actually, this is going to be red. It's going to be red. Okay, and then we'll put a speaker No, not that direction. Oh, can I hear it? Play continuously, spatial, alarm, automate, based on relay 6. We'll have to test it out and see what it sounds like. Non-alcoholic Crown Royal. That's probably fair that it doesn't exist, honestly. It's a drink called moose milk. Interesting. And I really want to test out my alarm. So we'll just set this relay to something else. Probably we'll have it check this this gates first, once these things are built. Because then I'll know when the river is dry to open up these floodgates a bit and let water in so that we can refill the thing. Did I set these up right? Oh, I did not set these up right. I didn't. I really didn't. Okay, hold on. I almost set them up right. I need a depth sensor in here is what I need. Oh, I would need multiple depth sensors to set these off correctly. This first one could be based off of this. And then the next ones could be based off of other depth sensors. We're not done with this thing, guys. I just realized we need depth sensors to actually properly do this. Okay. So let us get a spot with depth sensors. Right here. 2. There we go. We'll have to slowly build them one by one because I don't want to build out a whole other path there. Colorado Bulldog sounds interesting if you remember it on your annual 2-drink outing. Interesting. You can call me an old-fashioned guy, but you know, I'm a fan of an old-fashioned. Actually, we do not need this. We don't need this. We only need water sensors for each of these. So, demolish. Perfect. And we will get a depth sensor. I'm already now wishing that I had, like, folders in here, because I'm going to have a lot of sensors for this. Oh, man. I can't believe we almost completely goofed that up. If you have to have a mixed drink, it would probably be an old-fashioned or a Cosmo. That's fair. A Manhattan. A Manhattan. I think I had a Manhattan once. I don't even remember what a Manhattan actually is. So it shows you what an impression it left on me. Alright, go ahead and get all this built, please. Thank you. So we can properly do this. Hopefully, we can get it done before the drought comes, so we can properly test it. And I'm thinking... Yeah, we'll have to, like, just manually open this. This will be our warning system for when we need to manually let some water in from our drinking into our overflow thing. Would have pegged Galactic Tea as a Cosmo girl? Yeah, that's kind of fair. I mean, it's, you know, it's a fancy drink for a fancy woman. Anything with sugar gives you a wicked headache. All right, come on, build the thingy. Build the thingy. I want to see how this works. Come on. And what do we have that's on right now? We have the Bad Tide Gates Tea is sleeping. That's one that's always on right now, so I can test these things. I hope you guys are ready to hear my alarm for when the river has run dry. Here we go. So this one will just be pass through for... Haha. It says river is dry at the top. Look at that. It says river is dry is over here. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Nice. Okay. Blanc. And Blanc. Okay. What? Automation loop? How? How is there an automation loop? Oh, shit. 5. There we go. Okay, I'm thinking actually... I might actually need one extra one for this sensor. Yeah, so delete that. Get this and this. Okay, so we are going to need one more water sensor. And the last water sensor will just check if it's empty in here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Champagne, you hate it? I don't mind champagne. What's the mimosa? Is that the thing that's champagne and orange juice? Those are pretty nice. I've only ever had them at brunch, which I feel like it's a brunch drink. But it pairs really well with breakfast food. So it makes sense that it's a brunch drink. Take 30 seconds to watch this okay, 1 second. T is a mean drunk, I bet. T could be an old school detective slinging gin. I'm not a big fan of gin, unfortunately. She might say she loves Daltos and Logan both. I don't know if she would ever say that. Okay, let's watch this clip. Drunk toast. So you're going to show me more reasons why I'm never doing a drunk stream. I gotcha. That's not even true. Come on, Logan. We all know you're an asshole. Stop. Hilarious. Hilarious. Thank you for sharing, Logan. I hope hope calling you an asshole made you feel a bit better. All right, we're still working 20-hour days. We don't need to anymore. We're going back down to 18. Wait, this is stuff. Then again, actually, we want to get this done before the drought. So 21-hour work days. Get ready to be sleepy, motherfuckers, and we'll drop down to 16 for a while. You do like that if it took him being drunk to say something nice. Yeah. I think Kango asked, but I said my going rate for a drunk stream, $1,000. One singular tip though. If you guys want to work together to like all make like 1,000, sure, but it's not like over the course of 3 months. No, it'd have to be like the same evening. $1,000. I'll do a drunk stream. Otherwise, I just don't drink. It's probably not going to be a very fun time for me. So, he's got to make it worth my while. Oh, I can't wait to test this out. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to my next drought. If you guys can believe it, I'm looking forward to a drought. Oh shit, this is almost built. Hell yeah! And we're doing it. Prioritized by haulers. I kind of wish I had built that further inside. Can I? Would they be able to make it through there? Hang on, let's see. Let's try something. Let's go up by 1. Let us do... How's our resources? Resources are pretty good. Our planks are not good, which isn't good because we'll need them for this, but we'll figure that out in a minute. Um, how tall is this? God, it's kind of hard to work in here. Would it fit there? Excuse me. Would a zipline station fit? No. In which case, fuck it, they can walk in. I don't care. Because it'd be too difficult to make it fit in there. I guess, actually, you know what? I could make it fit. I can make it fit. I can make it fit. We're going to have to do this before we find out if it'll even work the way I'm thinking about doing it. We can make it fit. Get this in there. Get this in there. Okay. To buy alcohol in your current state would feel wildly irresponsible. That's fair. Some people supplement mental health aids with alcohol. I do know. Yeah, that's the same here. Yeah. Yeah. You think some people sabotage mental health with alcohol. That is actually much better. Nothing to do in range. Look at these guys. They're all done. They're all done. Okay. Demolish. Get out of here. Which means as well... Oops. There we go. And then we can delete this and take its resources. I don't think I stranded any beavers doing that. Let's find out what happens when they fall to the ground, actually. I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried. They're not going to die, are they? No. They just... Oh, this guy got stranded. No, you son of a bitch. Everyone else was fine. Why did you get stranded? No. Hold on. Build that quickly. Why you strand? There we go. New name. Why you strand? Okay, get this built. Get this. Well, I'm not gonna have a beaver die of starvation because I stranded him. Oh, we have 2 homeless beavers. How? We have more than enough beds. Maybe because our long work hours, people are having trouble getting home in time. You know, that's... I mean, until we get this sorted, that's just... I guess some people are gonna have to sleep on the ground. I mean, what can you do? We're all taking some we're all taking some words. I can't words right now. That thing, you know the word I'm talking about. Stuff that we don't want to do in order for the best of the beavers. Okay. Okay. So now, will this fit? Okay, so we can do this. Perfect. And then we'll go up one. And we will do... Can this just directly connect? Line obstructed. Okay. So... Oops. So if I put... I think that'll be too low to the ground. Maybe? Let's find out. Ah ha ha, yeah. Ah ha. Get this motherfucker built. Get it built. We'll replace this with a... We might just leave that there. Who knows? I kind of want to replace it with one of these, though. What do they cost to build? We got enough to build one. Yeah. Deleting that. They're going to have to do some long walks for a minute, but that's fine. Why did this get disconnected? Oh, it's because I'm... There we go. Okay. Get this built. Get this built. Okay, build all those things quickly, if you don't mind. Again, if everything's high priority, nothing's high priority. I've got so many high priority things here. Gotta work long hours for Beaver Bezos to rake in the beaver bucks. I mean, it's kind of, you gotta work long hours so that all beavers can have everything they need, and the assurance that they will continue to at all times. You know, that's more what it is. How do I have more beavers than housing, though? Normally these beavers scale. We'll have to see. You know what? Actually, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let us do something. Mini lodges. We will put mini apartments down here. Because they will not breed in the mini ones. So if for some reason we have too many beavers, then there is houses they can stay in that will not generate more beavers. Let's go ahead and, once again, if everything's very important, nothing is important. But everything's very important. Okay, they are getting the ship built, though. Nice. That'll just make it a lot easier for them to get into work and everything, and get all the supplies they need, if they can just come up through here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is this built? Is this built? Is there one more to go, or is there... Yeah, there's one more to go. Okay, and then we will put the depth sensor here. And this will be checking if it is less than 2. Yes, less than 2. Perfect. Perfection. I love that this is underground. That's the whole reason I decided to go with this one, is because it's underground here. I got a cool little underground thing. I think I want to put some decorations down here, like lanterns and stuff. We also need to connect this. Okay. So let us put decoration. We'll put a lantern. We'll put 2 lanterns here, just like that. We will also put a beaver statue. So everyone who works down here will see it as they leave. We'll put a bulletin pole as well, so if they need things, they can get them. And then, of course, they will need some place to rest, maybe before or after work. We'll put some hammocks, and we'll put a little bench. And then, of course, we will put a little banner here with my face on it. Put another little bench here, and we'll put a little bush on either side. That way they have, you know, a bit of niceties down here. They'll have a bit of niceties. It'll be good. It'll be good. It won't be quite as drab. Alright, this thing's almost built, and then they have a quick way in there. We've got plenty of the resources for it. We just need it built. All the resources are literally like right on the ground around it. Plant 5,000 trees during a single playthrough. Achievement get. Yay! Yay! Alright, that should be... No, that's not the final bits yet. There we go. Okay. Now they got a direct route into there. What happens if I set a light to black? Let me set this to black. It's just off. It's just off. Okay, let's set it to like a nice... I know. Here we go. A nice orange, like a dark orange type color. That one's good. What is that? D79. Oh, now it loads. D79. Wait, what? Yeah, D79334. D79334. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. That's a good color for it. Can I set the colors of the lantern? I can. Nice. So I can make all the lanterns this color. And have a nice, cool orange light down here, because I think that's good on the eyes. Too bright or like too blue could be a little damaging to their little beaver eyes. So we will make them orange. Okay, we need more treated planks. So we're going to open up another treated plank factory. Oh, they're sleepy. They're sleepy. You know what? Drop it down to 18. That way you guys can get some rest. And let's get another treated plank factory right here. This will be high priority because we are definitely going to need... Oh, why you Strand died of old age? Oh, look at that. Dishwasher. Washing machine? Did I say dishwasher? It's a washing machine. Maybe I said dishwasher by accident. It did. It went fine. My dad and I had a ball of a time getting it in, but it didn't go too badly. It didn't go too badly. But now the old washer is kind of still in the laundry room. My parents haven't decided what to do with it yet. But that's for another time, I guess. Okay, so this one's going down to 2. This one goes down to 165. So we want this one less than 165. Okay. Well, let's make it 160. And this will be 195. Okay. Washing machine isn't easy compared to... That's true, yeah. Dishwashers are a pain in the ass to hook up. Isn't the appliance seller supposed to hook it up and take away the old one? How much? I mean, if you can pay for them to do that, sure. But they just dropped it off at our house, and then the rest of it was up to us. Oh, look at how much food we got, guys. We're so good on food. We're good on water, too. We're really good on food. Your parents have 2 washing machines and 1 dryer in their storage shed. They don't like them as much as the ones that came with the house, but they've been without for so long in the past that they refuse to get rid of them. That's honestly fair, T. Like, having an extra working washer and dryer on hand is a pretty good thing to have. Yeah, it wasn't hard to hook it up. It was getting it into place that was tough. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can we see? Can we see? Looks like they built some of the stuff down here. Why isn't this lantern on? Maybe because it's daytime. I was hoping it'd just be on because it was dark. I can't do automation on it, sadly. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all for feels anyway. Okay. Did they build the single-person houses? Good, they have built the single-person houses. So we should not have an issue with homelessness. Everyone should have a home. And this, we can unpause. We got enough people for extra builders. Hell yeah. To quote Captain Hammer, I hate the homeless. Ness problem that plagues our city. Nice. Okay, new water gauge. All right, we need another water gauge. Then I'll have to name all of these afterwards. Okay, so it's going to be based on this one, which is at 1. So we want this to be 95. Build and less than 95. And this one's 65. And this one's 0, and this will mark 0. Okay. Beautiful. And then we can fix these relays once those are all set up. T, I feel like I would encourage them on this. I think that's a fine idea to keep an extra because it's such a pain and it's an unexpected expense when a washing machine or a dryer dies. So like already having one, if they've already paid for it, like what does it matter at this point? You know? It's just nice to have an extra one. You got the laundry on the second floor with the bedrooms. You can say it's way nicer than you thought it would be. Back in the townhouse, the washer dryer were in the basement. Yeah, that's what it was like in the townhouse I was living in as well. No laundry chute. Exactly, Logan, exactly. Okay. Another depth sensor. Get it built. This one is based on this, which is 65, so less than 60. Okay. Actually, maybe fine to just do it at what they're at. Thinking about it. Because we are wanting the next ones to open. So making it at 65 would be fine. Multiple washing machines is hoarding on a larger operator level. I don't know. I can see both sides of the argument. I just think it's not the worst thing if you have room to store them to have extra working washers and dryers. Like, unless you've got like 5 of each, that might be a bit much. But it sucks when you go to do laundry and it's broken and you're just like, great. Now we can't wash, which is the situation we were in for a few days until we got a new washer. Oh, a drought can't come soon enough, guys. I can't believe I'm looking forward to a drought. A drought! Yes! Oh, exciting. Oh, I'm excited. These are almost done. We have 3 days to finish them off. It'll be perfect. We'll get a chance to see our new river water system in place. All right, last one. Do depth sensor, this equal to 0. Perfect. Okay, so now this first one is just based off the top river gauge. We actually don't want that. Because then it'll open and close. I want it to stay open. So what if we do XOR? If one input is on. No, that's not it. Or top river gauge or depth sensor. No, not depth sensor. Relay 2. Okay. Yeah, it's causing a loop because I have them still set up wrong. So this one means if the second relay is on or the river gauge is on, then this will be open. Or actually, hang on, no. We don't even need that. And maybe we could just do a pass-through. Because I don't want this one opening and closing. I want there to be like a nice flow of open floodgates once we reach the bottom floodgate. Like a nice like line of floodgates. And I don't want this one to like flip open and closed all the time. So let's work our way backwards real quick. So this one, if relay 5 is on, actually we just need a pass through of depth sensor 5. We'll rename all these sensors in a minute. Yeah, so if depth sensor 5 is on, then this relay is on, which will set off both of these guys. And we'll have a nice big red light. As well as this siren and everything. I guess we technically don't need a relay for this last one. But we're doing it anyway, because why not? Why not? Your father had 6 or 7 tube TVs that didn't work stuffed in his garage. Now that's definitely a problem. Definitely a problem. Now that you think about it, are probably still there until they clear out the house or burn it down. That's rough. Okay. So then this one. This one is 65, and this is set to 0. So, if relay 4 is on, and depth sensor 4 is on, then this will open. Okay, and then this one, depth sensor 3, depth sensor 2, depth sensor 1. Okay. All right. I almost clicked synchronize with adjacent floodgates. That would have been hilarious. Okay. Just trying to think of the best way to, because the rest of them will stay open. The rest of them will stay open. This one will not. So what if we do an or, top river gauge or depth sensor 1. And that way, when this depth sensor 1 is on, this one will stay open. But it'll still top off when the depth river gauge is on. The only problem is I kind of want to move this now. I'm not sure that this is the best place for it. Because whenever they first open water, it could... Maybe turning it would be fine? I'm not sure. We'll see how it works. We got a drought coming. We'll have a chance to try it out. And we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. But I'm excited to see it working. I'm excited to see it working. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. Okay, let's pop a little save. Save. Now that we've already mastered the automation in this game, because my brain is so gigantic and wrinkly, you know, I mean, what can you do when you're me, you know? It's just, I never blew all this stuff up. Let's do that before the, this stuff happens. There we go. Okay. It's going to take a bit for it to flow because it's 2 dams, and that's always a bad idea. Oh, actually, why did I make it dams? Hang on, I can do fill valves. I can do fill valves with a depth gauge. Oh my god, guys. My brain cannot be stopped with how gigantic it is. I'm a man of ideas. I'm a man of ideals. Fill valve. Perfect. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then we will make those quick. And then we will put a depth sensor. Another one. We'll put one right here. Get that built. And the threshold will be 35. 35. The fill value target will be 60, which is just below this. This is at 65, right? Yeah, this is at 65. So this will fill this to 60, and we will automate. Hang on. Let's name this pool depth. Pool depth. Okay. And we'll automate this based on pool depth. When it is off. I think that's right. Yeah, when it's off, it will flow to 60. When it's on, it will flow not at all. I think that'll be good. That'll be good. Yeah, no sandpaper for my brain. Okay, I also want to rename these relays to be in line, or these water gauges to be in line with this. So we have.
So basically, what I was thinking of was, oh
Hello,
fuck!
Pinto.
I can't believe you've done this.
Okay, so this is depth sensor. So we can actually just do this. Come on. Copy this out. And then go into this and see if I can just fit that in front. I can. Beautiful. Come on. There. Now all of my river water ones are all together. Look at that. Look at that. We'll have to do the same with the rest of these, maybe. Possibly. Who knows? But at the very least, I want these separated so that they're easy to find if I need to troubleshoot something. Welcome, Pinto. We've done a lot of automation this stream. As you can see, we got a lot of sensors and stuff over here. We had a bad tide come and go, and everything was automated, which was great. And now we have our river water sensors for when we have a drought. So that will be fun. And these should close. Yeah, limited water relay. Okay, perfect. Nice. And so this will keep this full as long as this has water in it. It's on. We want less than. No, wait. So maybe we want a relay, actually. Oh, no, we just do this backwards. Off 0. On 60. And this will be greater than. No, less than. Right? No, I had it right the first time. So that should be 60. This should be 0. Okay, so if we get less than 35, this will not go on. Perfect. Perfect. That way people can still take their showers and swim and stuff, and it won't pump the water into here if it gets low. Because we do want this to be full more than this, because we're going to be growing stuff here. Actually, that's the reverse. They will lose access to pools before this drains, which is what I'd prefer. Okay, God, we're doing so well. We're doing so well. We still get the occasional flooding. There's literally nothing I can do about it. I could put up some, I could clear out some of these plants and put up some flood walls. That might help. Who cares? The occasional flooding is part of life, you know? When your whole life is built around water like this, that's just what you got to do. Oh, look, all my gravity batteries are in. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, are we making enough treated planks? We really aren't. Prioritized by haulers. Prioritized by haulers. We want them to make planks because they are going to be burning through planks in here. So we want to make sure that we're creating more than enough. Industry is where robots would be useful. It would be nice to have robots working overnight in my industry areas. I just don't think I'm going for robots this game. Oh, I forgot about this stairway. We can delete now. Yoink. Go ahead and pick this up. And then we'll also get rid of this pathway. There, this is like its own isolated area up here. Oh, this was our little test thing for when we were testing out the automation. Oh, fuck, they built all this stuff too, I forgot. Bloink. Bloink. Huh? Bloink. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Would beaver AI think more like beavers, or is AI species neutral? I mean, I think an AI, quote unquote, thinks in the way that the species programs it to. So it would think like a beaver, I guess. Okay, I want to set a specific color for this. Let's make it cyan. That's a nice color. OOFFFF. OOFFFF. We'll make all of these cyan. Beautiful. Except this one will be bright red. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Now we have a nice kind of lightish blue color for all of these as they turn on. It'll look good from a distance. Getting close to drought time. Do we have this activating early? We don't really need it to, honestly. Yeah, I think it'll be fine not doing it early. Make this one this blue. Okay. Which means I actually want to make these the same cyan, since they are also part of the same system. Perfect. So all of those are cyan. And you know what? This is also cyan. Can I change the colors on these? I can't change the colors on these. That's so sad. That's so sad. We could just have this automatically turn off. Drought season sensor. No, we want it. Limited water relay. There we go. Oh, we need it. We need a reverse. We won't automate it for now. We'll make like a, maybe we'll slap a relay in here and have it do the reverse of the limited water. So this will be not
I gave you what you wanted.
limited water relay.
You
don't give me what I wanted. More Dr. Pepper and Crown. Yes, we absolutely have both of those things. Oh, I love them both together so much. Alright, here comes the drought. We should see things close up. How long is our drought? 7 days. Okay, good. Good. Alright, perfect. So we've got our extra storage here. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Because we've also got this set up, so if this gets low, this will open up, which could also cause these to open up. Interesting. Interesting. I'm excited. I am excited. So we want to get some trees over here or something. We haven't quite decided what we're doing in that land yet. We just have it ready. I think I want to finally do my food storage and get some entertainment stuff going on. I kind of want to blow this whole thing off the face of the earth, but because it's just kind of in the way. It's a big stone that's kind of in the way, isn't it? We can get rid of the whole thing. We can get rid of the whole thing. Let's see. Ooh, that's not quite right. I guess since they already started building that one. There we go. Okay. Now we can do this. All right. We'll do it layer by layer, I guess. It's going to use more explosives to do it that way, though. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Threes. 3 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. I'm going to put some 3s here. And some 3s here. Okay, and then we want 2s. Need another 3 here. Another 3 here. And another 3 here. We want 2s. 2s. Some more 2s. 2s. 1s. 1s. Alright. Alright, here's a question for a certified streamer genius. Why did Pandora just post a 46-cent refund into your PayPal account when you didn't buy anything ever except a monthly subscription from them? Great question. My thing would be maybe they're checking to see that your PayPal account is still valid. And it's possible you will also get a charge for 46 cents later. I think I need to get pathway running all around this. There we go. I'll get rid of this big old hunk. Get rid of this big old hunk. Oh, I can't wait to see this thing in action, though. This is just kind of a keep my... Let's drop working time to 6 hours. We've got a surplus of treated planks now, which is fantastic. But yeah, they've got busy work over here to worry about, while I can watch our floodgates. Well, the threshold is pretty low on this. On both of them. We may not see it work for a few days, honestly. But we'll have them working on stuff. I want to get rid of this, and then we can turn this into an entertainment sector, and then we can work on our food sector. I want to move on. I don't want to just delete these outright. I want to move them. Oh, hang on. We got this. Automate. What is this called? Relay 1. So automate, relay 1. And then automate, relay 1. Perfect. Okay. And this one will be called water pump activation. Okay. And this guy will always pump. That does remind me, I want another water storage tank. I like it being right near the houses. And how much is it to build? 40 planks, 60 gears. Okay, we got more than enough to build that. Oh, ooh. You had a Pandora sub back a long time ago, but then they screwed up their algorithm. I see. But I think Pandora pays artists better than Spotify. Which, I mean, I'm an asshole who has Spotify, so I'm not doing anything to help. But you know, there's reasons to use other services. I think at the moment, surprisingly, Napster is the service that pays best. It's hilarious that Napster has become like the good guys in the end. I mean, technically they were the good guys in the beginning. It's just the music industry didn't like them. They were the good guys for all of us. But it could have changed. I think it was a couple years ago that I heard that. So for all I know, they've gotten worse. But Pilates Speed isn't even on Pandora anymore. I don't know what that is. I think they may have lowered the rate by $1. They probably prorated it for the month. That could be it. Could be it. Have either of these opened yet? They have not opened yet. What's this looking like? 35. It's getting lower. It's getting lower. Okay. Okay. We're watching. We're watching. What's this guy at? This guy's doing fantastic. It's not going to need to be dumped out for a little while. It's partly doing fantastic because now I have this thing shutting off during the drought, which is good. Okay. It might be a day or two before these things start kicking in. Kind of, actually, I want to set this... I don't want it to ever really light up. So we'll make that black so that it never lights up. It's sad that I can't change the color of the lighting in these. That'd be nice. Pandora has many years of your preferences, so it would hurt to leave them at this point. That is understandable. Okay, it's bothering me that they started building this and haven't finished it. That's the most important explosive. Get that one done so that I can explode it, please. Thank you. I realize the way I've done this, it's going to end up being a fucking nightmare to build some of these. We'll get it figured out. We got resources to put up some temporary scaffolding and whatnot. Oh, we cleared out most of the trees here. It's going to be a little while before they grow again, though. Okay, nice. They put these ones in. Kablooey! I think I can kablooey these ones. I can't kablooey these until they're done building all of these stuff, though. Nice, kablooey. Kablooey. I could have saved and just done all the kablooies at once, but I'm impatient. I'm impatient. All you need is just... Okay. Okay. Now we're going to kablooey. I don't think they're going up there anymore. They're not. Okay. Okay, let's gonna do a big kablooey. Detonate. Detonate. Let's just click random ones throughout and detonate a bunch of them. Random kablooies. Woo! Beautiful. Now these ones are gonna be a pain in my asshole to get, but whatever. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Okay. Now this one needs to be a 3. This one needs to be 2s. 2s. This needs to be 1s. 1s. Beautiful. Nice, this can kablooey. Your new car doesn't even have a CD player? That's so bad. That's so bad. Jeez, what are you going to do with your CD collection now? I'm assuming Pandora will not let you add your own MP3s to your playlists. Oh, we haven't checked on our thing. Is this lit up? It's not lit up yet. No, damn it. I was so excited for a minute. I don't think this drought's going to be long enough for us to fully utilize this system. Play it on the DVD player through your speakers. There you go. That's a good plan. Excuse me. I kind of want to set this to 20 instead. Yeah, let's make it 20. Excuse me. We're going to make this 20 as well. Because I don't remember how much these have to be submerged. I think 15 works, but let's do this at 20. This also means if we've had enough evaporation in here, that's gonna cause a lot of water to come out. That's gonna cause a lot of water to come out. I might have to rethink my thresholds. How much it's going to dump. Doesn't make any sense. Ooh, I almost did this really badly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Before this, so this is what we forgot to think about, guys. This is what we forgot to think about. My floodgates are only 3 tall, right? My well here is 6 tall? 5 tall. 5 tall. So I actually need to add 2 to all of these. Right? So this should be 4. This should be 3.65. This should be just 3. This one should be 2.65. And then this should be less than or equal to 2. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Remembering how things work at the last minute. So I was looking at this, I was like, man, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all. Why the hell is it $100 for a CD player with a USB? Because who uses CD players anymore? Probably that's why. And making sure that this is 6.5 and this is... I think we do want to remove 5 from each as well. Yeah, we do. Okay, I think that is correct now. We may or may not see it activate. We're getting pretty close. That's down to 2.6. This is still solid. Yeah, and we want this... Wait, this is... Yeah, the mid-river gauge. Yeah, we want this to always be 65 to overflow. Okay. I'm glad I realized that I had my math all wrong up here before nothing worked and I was really sad and had to troubleshoot it then, instead of having an epiphany moment and realizing I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Oh, my brain is gigantic. Building unstaffed. Homesteadive. Wood workshop. Oh no. We need more beavers. We need more beavers. Oh, look at this. They're almost done over here. I mean, we've got 16 babies. We got 5. Let's go ahead and pause this. Oh, nice. Water. Prioritize. These should all be prioritized. Yeah, okay. We'll pause those builders for now. Wait for our babies to grow up. We might open up another house up here. I think if we do, we'll have another layer to potentially put another zip line up there. We'll just have to see how we're gonna mount it. That's the thing. Probably need to use overhangs instead. Okay, what's this looking like? 2.4. We're gonna see at least the first one. We're gonna see at least the first one activate. For sure. Let's pop this. I don't really want to pop it open. I want to just see it happen. Yeah, because we got 3 days left. Still pumping water. Still got plenty. I should also put an alarm for like if this is empty, because it should like never be empty. So that'd be a fun alarm to have. Oh, 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 oh no, oh. Where are we at? 0.23. It's getting there. We're about to see it, the first stage activate, guys. And this is based off of depth sensor 1. Yes, okay. And that's what will cause it to always be open. Beautiful. Oh, if you guys can't tell, I'm a big fan of automation in games. Satisfactory was a fun game to play. For some reason, though, I'm not a big fan of what is that one? What's the one with all the train cars and the conveyor belts? That's like overhead 2D-ish with the bugs. What is that one? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Factorio. There we go. I'm not the biggest Factorio fan. I don't know what it is. Factorio just does not quite scratch the itch. It really should. Like, it's a straight-up automation game. But it does not. It just doesn't really. Doesn't get my goat as much. What's this at? 2.1. Okay, we're about to see the first stage open, guys. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Let's go in this mode so I can take a screenshot when it happens. Ah. Ah ha 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 ha. The problem is, I think I need another depth sensor because I want it to fill to a certain point. So it does work. It does work. The only problem is now it's going to keep it full at... So we should actually make this measure higher where we want it to go. So let's make this 50. There we go. Yeah, we should make the threshold where we want it to fill to. 50 is below my dams there. So now we can take a proper screenshot. There we go. Okay, that's all we had to change. We didn't need anything special. All right. And we're seeing this slowly drop, which means we might see the second one open up as well. It's very slowly filling up. Oh, oh, I hit my Windows key. Didn't seem to matter. Okay. This is still on, but the depth meter, oh, okay. Hang on, maybe we do want, because the depth is now at, okay, so subtracting 5 was a bad idea, I think. All right. Aha! Aha! We're so good at video games! Kind of. Kind of. We're good at video games. Hang on. Kind of. Maybe we're not good at video games? Are we bad at video games? Are we bad? It's dumping water now. Okay. Hang on. Maybe we got our depth sensors a little scuffed. Because now it's going to dump all the water. I think it's going to dump it all. It's going to dump all the water. We don't want to dump all the water. Okay, this is why I wanted a drought, is so we could test it. Okay. So this is based off of the two relays. The previous relay being on and the depth sensor being on. And this will dump. And then this one, the previous sensor being on and the depth sensor being on. So we actually might need more relays for this. Because we need it to be based off this in the end. So actually, no, we don't need another relays. We just need, instead of basing off the relays, we'll base them off the gauge. And that should potentially do it. Yeah, because this one... Yeah. That means we're not going to get the really cool thing I want unless they open... Yeah, it's sadly not going to work exactly how I'd like it to look, but it will still work correctly. So we'll base it off the river gauge like we should have done in the first place. There we go. So it just means they'll all open up in a row. They won't stay open. See, now that it's fine, those are closed. And this is telling us how things are. Also means it's going to keep it topped off. Hmm. Okay, so... Yeah, it does mean it's just going to keep it topped off at 5. So I think I do want a second sensor and a relay. Sleep well, Logan. Sleep well. So let us do this. Another depth sensor. Copy this color. And honestly, it doesn't matter too much if we drain this. We can refill it with our water source. Okay. And this one's going to be... less than or equal to 3. That's the low end we want. And this one will be greater than or equal to 5. We just can't do that yet. Because it's going to drain our fucking system. So let's make it for now 75. Because we're fine on water. We're probably fine on water until the end of the thing. Okay, and then I want a relay right here. And would an XOR work if one input is on? No. And I kind of want a timer is the thing. I want a relay that turns on when they both turn on. And then turns off when they both turn off. Right? Do we have a thing that does that? Chronometer. Timer. Oh, a timer. How does the timer work? Accumulator. For at least T1 resets when RST. We don't really need hours. I guess timer isn't exactly what we need. Memory? Ooh, memory could be it. Hang on. We haven't messed with this stuff yet. It's only 1,000. I've got plenty. So memory. Set reset. Flip flop. Captures A when B switches on. Resets on rest. Captures A while B is on. Set reset. Switches when A, resets when reset. Captures A when B switches on. Okay, we're gonna need some complicated memory for this actually. We're gonna need a little to get this to fill to a certain point. We're gonna need a few things. Okay. So this is a bit more of a complicated endeavor than I thought, which means we may not finish it tonight. Because I've got maybe 30 more minutes. But proof of concept is definitely concepting. That's for sure. That's for dang sure that we've got a proof of concept concepting. No, don't build this yet. You can build the relay. You can build the relay. But don't build the memory yet, because I need to decide. I probably need multiple memory modules. And potentially multiple relays. We'll have to see. Yeah, I wish I were going for another few hours, Logan. I do. I don't know that anyone would be around to watch for a few more hours. It is tempting, though, to just, take a short break to take my doggo out and then keep playing. Okay, we can blow these up. Blow these up. Okay. And we can get rid of this. Yeah, I have to be up for a couple reasons early tomorrow, honestly. But T, we play in the afternoon, so I don't even have to be up early for you. But we should start a little early tomorrow, T. That's for sure. We always say that, and we never do. So we should totally try that tomorrow. There we go. Now they can build all of that. Okay. Blow these. 8 a.m. I literally couldn't do 8 a.m. tomorrow. But we're not doing it all. We can't do it all day. We'll figure it out. I got one of them there important phone calls to do tomorrow morning. And I'm not sure how long it's going to take to do, so. Who wouldn't want to have an important phone call on a Saturday morning? So a latch. Okay. I think I know what we can do. Set reset. Switches on when A, resets when rest. Okay. So this is one thing that we'll need. So we want this to turn on when top river gauge upper limit. Actually, I'll make that UL if I can. No, just U. Okay. And then this one will be lower limit. Okay. So we got the upper and lower limit that we want. So this one switches on when lower limit turns on, and then it'll reset when this is not upper limit. right? So this will switch off when this turns on. And then when this turns on, we want it to reset. So you want this? Oh, and these are set to R. Should be D, not R. Because it's a depth sensor. Depth 1. Oh no, it's river 1, not depth 1. Okay, no, that's fine. I've already forgotten my own naming conventions. Alright, so this will be river 1. And this will be top river gauge relay. Okay. And then this will be top river gauge memory. Okay. Let's get this built. I think I have that figured out. And the reset will be the relay. And then these will be based off of memory. I think that's it. I think that's it. And we can test it by dumping out some water. Let's let this thing get built. Fuck it. Go build it real quick. Go build it, beavers. You can go to sleep afterwards. However long it takes you to go build this one thing is how long you have until you can go to sleep. Beautiful. Is that built? No, it's not built yet. They need the extract first. Okay. Oh, you dirty bastard. Come on. You finish it. Somebody go finish it. I know it's a long walk. You should have just finished it while you were there. So someone else doesn't have to make that long walk. Now no one gets to sleep because you left it at 87%. Now there's the hero. Where is he? Where? The hero of canned salmon. Let's make it all one word. There we go. This is the guy who's allowing everyone. Well, they would have if, you know, there was enough time to sleep. Okay. Back down to 16. Okay. Okay. So this has been reset. And now that should work. So we'll set this back down to 5. All right, and then this is 30. So let's do this real quick. 25. That's empty. And let's see if this now all works. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's see. Oops. That, and then 65. Gauge L is on. So set switches on when A, resets when rest. Oh, because this is on, it's still resting. Ooh, okay, so I didn't do that correctly. But now we're in a situation where we can test it correctly. So would it be a flip-flop then? Captures A when B switches on. No. Captures A when B is on. I don't think I'm using this quite the way I'm supposed to. What if I have no rest? Ah, no, it'll reset. Okay. We don't need the other thing. We need upper. There we go. Now the memory should work. We don't need this relay. It'll run, and then there we go. Okay, it's kind of being funky. Because again, I think we need to move this because it's kind of not correctly reading. All right, but that looks like it did it. This we can delete. All right, this is just waiting for it to be enough water. This thing's at 0, so we might actually see our alarm go off as well, which would be great. Ah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, we got the chance to see all of it. Okay. Let's lower this. Let's fill up. What? There it goes. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. We done did it. We needed a little memory. But we did it. We got the whole thing working now. I hate the things over here though. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm not resetting all of this up. The memory module's here. So instead we will put decoration, pole banner, put a little Echin. There we go. Eventually they'll go build that. Okay. Okay, guys, we figured it out. We figured it out. I don't know if I did this right, but I think I did it right. We weren't thinking with portals at first is the problem. And then we started thinking with portals and we got it all sorted. Does mean I don't want this to be open. So we're just doing top river gauge M. So this is just going to be pass through top river gauge M. There we go. Okay. Since they're all opening together, we'll just have them all open together. And this will let us know how low our water is getting. The little lights back there. I can't believe we had a chance to test the entire system. I hadn't even intended to test the entire system. But we did. We tested everything. Everything worked fantastically once it was set up correctly. Alright, I kind of want to put a delay. So let's do this. Let's build a timer. There doesn't need to be a rest, I don't think. Resets when rest. Off by T2. No, I don't know if I'm... Yeah, we would need multiple... Huh. Nah, fuck it. They can start pumping as soon as the fucking drought ends. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, they get all this built? They did. They did. So this will give us stuff to do next time we play. Kablooey. 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 I forgot we're still going to have a little bit of land left that we got to kablooey away. But we did our first batch of somewhat... oh my goodness, a lot of injured beavers. How many beds do we have? Hang on, let's drop this down a bit so we can see. We got 4, 8, 16. The problem is our thingy down here has some injuries. It's unstaffed. Woo, we got a lot of unstaffed. I love unstaffed. We need our beavers to grow up. We need more beavers. We're just gonna go ahead and pause this one for now. Now we won't have to worry about it as much. Building lacks goods. That's fine. Building unstaffed. That's also fine. Let's go ahead and pause all of these until those trees grow. And let's add some more housing. And we're gonna do this a little differently, I think, because I want another thingy here. So we'll plan for that, and that will be it for the evening. Get this down like that, and then we're gonna do a 1 here. We have to do a 2. A 1 won't fit. So we're going to do this a little differently than I thought in the first place. So let's put a 2. How are we going to do what I want to do? Idea. Okay, here we go. Let's unlock this. And we'll do... because it's going to go up 1 more. So we want it to reach out 4? Like that. Okay. And then 3. Like that. Okay. We done figured it out quicker than I thought I was going to. So now we put that there. Put one of these. And then we put our normal things around like that. And we put path like this. And around. Don't need this path. And then we can put another one of these right there. Make that pink as well. Beautiful. And connect it to this one. Nice. Kind of wish I had one here too, but whatever, that's fine. But now they have another little path, so we'll probably only build this thing so tall. So, but having 2 little zipline stations, I think, will be perfect. And we'll have to think of a second place we can lead this one. That might add like a good connection somewhere. River's dry, why? Oh, that's fine, because this all hasn't filled up yet. This is just going to be going off for a minute. Until this starts filling up. Yeah, it's off, so this is just going... I need a depth gauge in here, so I know how much water I have. I think I had one, and then I got rid of it because I was like, I don't need that shit. And I was totally wrong. I do need that shit. Is it decoration? put it right here. Get this built. Alright, so our alarm's going to be going off for a minute. It's fine. It's whatever. Until the water fills. What do we have here? We're still going to be fine. There we go. Now it's good. Now it's good. It's filling up. It's going to be a little funky until this evens out a bit. Yeah, I think my water sensors, I probably want to move them downriver. Having them here is not helpful. But it does work. We'll probably keep this here. And we'll probably just like destroy these two plants and move these guys down here. Okay. And then we will build some more housing. 2 more big houses there. And let's get highest priority on those. Just so that they can get the housing in. All right. All right. Look at us. Look at us doing some cool work tonight. Today. Doing some good work. Doing some good work. Everything's working for the most part how it's supposed to. We got this working once we figured out what we were doing wrong. Kind of want to do that. What time is it? I got a little bit of time, so let's do that real quick. Get rid of these quickly so that I can move these. I really should just like make a bridge across, honestly. I really should. Hey, there's no, they're not growing thingies in there. Why not? Butterduck, get in there. Okay. And we are also going to destroy these quickly. Too far from a district can't be reached. Says who? Well, that's going to change in just a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it can't. Okay, hold on. Doop. Doop. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Look at me. Look at me doing some silly things. Look at me doing silly things here. Didn't even realize they were at a different level. There we go. There we go. Alright. Get these beauties built. And then these should be within range. Or maybe not. Oh, because they're so low. Oh. I think I would need my farmers to farm them. Oh, you know what would probably help? If I did this. Yeah, that probably would have helped. Would have saved them going all the way around like that. But what can you do? You already made the mistake. Makey a mistakey. Can't believe they have no, like, clear path to get down there. I don't have a good way without destroying more crops, and I don't want to destroy more crops. Destroy enough crops. Hell yeah. Look at our beautiful bridge. Look at our beautiful bridge. We just need these beautiful stairs to be built. That'll happen in the morning, I guess. And we still don't have a way to destroy these guys until they are harvested. I don't think I can... I don't think... No. I can only mark for destruction. Damn, damn, damn. Dang it all to heck. Dang it all to heck. How do I want to handle this? The only way I know how. Temporary scaffolding. That doesn't work because of these. Damn! Damn! Damn. Oh, what if... I can't. I can probably put it... No, I can't put anything above them. Damn. They can't reach 2 below. They can only reach 1 below. I didn't realize the discrepancy. Okay, okay, okay. We're thinking. We're thinking. We're gonna rebuild this thing anyway. So, destroy it. Whatever. Frustration. Get these things built. We do got a beautiful bridge now, though. We got just a beautiful bridge. Bridge was worth it. Should have done that a while ago anyway. So nice. Connecting these two sections. It's a good idea. I see how it is. You can build those things off the bridge. You can't tear up a plan off the bridge. I think I'm just going to leave these stairs, too. Like, fuck it. Whatever. They're not temporary scaffolding. They are now permanent fixtures. They are part of my world. Alright, let's copy this name real quick. There we go. Now go down there and destroy the plants. Excuse me. Depth sensor. Are you kidding me? It let me build it above the plant this time? Oh my good golly, Miss Molly. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I didn't even attempt it because it didn't work the last time. I just didn't even attempt it. Okay. Upper limit of this one is 60. And then this one is 30. Okay. And then we can delete this. Keep our memory module. I guess we'll have them replant the fucking things that I didn't even have to fucking get rid of. I'm so upset. Okay. And this one is top gauge upper. No, top gauge lower. And then upper. And then this is supposed to be less than or equal to. And this is greater than equal to. There we go. Okay. It's all back to the way it was supposed to be. Perfect. Just now in a better position because it won't be affected by the water surging in from there. Ideally, it'd be down here instead, but whatever. I'm not going through all that again. Let's get our color here. Apply it to these guys. Perfect. All right. Now our water automation is basically set up. It's basically all good. It's basically all good. And it should do the same during a bad tide or a drought. It's just based on the amount of water in here and the amount of water in here. And these gates all work based on the season. So we're good. We're good. Look at that. They got the second thing up. They got the little second thing up. Hell yeah. Look at how many kids we've got. Oh my glob. There's so many childrens. So many childrens to grow up. I mean, we do want a lot more beavers than we have jobs. That way, as they die of old age, happy and well fed, someone is there to take over for them. How much time we got? We don't really have any time. I was going to work on single man area, but that'll be a next time thing. So let's detonate these. Let's detonate these. And we will call it there. Just save over our last one. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at how well we're doing, guys. Look at how well we are doing. We're doing better than anyone could ever have hoped. Thinking about it. Yeah, making this zip line go up instead of from here. From here, just so like it's a dedicated one to get up to the houses and whatnot. Who knows? We'll figure that one out. We'll figure that one out. Next time. Next time. But thank you guys for coming. What a great time. What a great time. Who doesn't love Timberborn? Everyone loves Timberborn. It's a great game. It's one of my favorite games ever made, and they've only made it better. I'm looking forward, excuse me, to doing more complicated automation stuff, but I don't even know what I would do. It might be good for bots, for robots. So we'll have to figure that out. I do know I'll need to expand my sick bay quite a bit. I need to expand our single beaver area. And then maybe work on our power and finally do our food storage system redo, because we didn't do any of that today because we were too busy doing all the other fun stuff. Because it was a good time. But thanks everyone for coming. If there's anyone who's not followed, go ahead and give me a follow. It'd be a pretty cool thing to do. You can also join the Discord, find out when I go live, all of that cool stuff. And while you're doing what I ask you to do, go subscribe on the YouTube. There's so much stuff to watch. My Timberborn 1.0 stuff is coming out as of today. I think the first one came out, and we got more coming out, so you can rewatch me from the beginning. Build this beautiful beaver haven, as T has called it. And it'll be a good time. It'll be an excellent, excellent time. We'll be back tomorrow with T. We'll be playing some Blibio games. That'll be a fun time. So look forward to that. And until then, I hope you have a lovely evening and a great day. Bye-bye!